There's dance music, there's rock music, and there's Prodigy music. That's my opinion.
We like to study the stage setup of the band and sort of get an idea every tour they do, sort of just see what the stage design looks like, try and replicate that, and then that sort of sets us up, sets the mood really. We'll obviously go to their shows and sort of get the vibe and all that kind of thing, but yeah, we'll sort of once we've got it looking as close as we can to their design, we'll just sort of we'll just get us in the mood kind of thing. There. Yeah.
Then just, as soon as I'm changed into what I wear on stage, I just turn to a different person completely. I'm just focused and trying to cause as much disruption and chaos as I possibly can. You know what I mean? And we do apologise. Our beautiful drummer Kiffy can't make it to this interview, so he's very busy.
Sorry guys, I couldn't be there. I've been super busy lately, but I'm here now to answer some questions.
Do you ever get sent any unusual gifts?
No, we did have a couple of girls from Grimsby make them pegs for us. Remember that, Tom?
Oh,
pegs. Yeah, was it Charlotte and Shooter made them pegs?
I remember some pegs. Yeah.
Yeah, it was one of me, one of you, and one of.
Didn't they bake us some cakes as well?
Yeah.
They brought some tiffin.
Yeah, that was at Grimsby, cool. Wasn't it?
That was cool. Yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, good tiffin.
Yeah.
I want to eat it before we go on though.
We've received some unusual gifts, to be sure. I received underwear not too long ago. Unfortunately, it was man's underwear, but nice thought, nice idea.
Yeah, well, we had some a nice surprise. I had dropped through the letterbox the other week was a custom-made Jilted Generation keyring that one of the fan Facebook pages they'd made a limited set of 20 and sent one of those over, and that was pretty cool.
3D print that himself.
I think
really impressive.
Yeah.
Specifically for our 20 year.
And who told him to send that? Me.
Yeah.
To your address.
Yeah.
Because you think he deserves it. He does.
No, fair play.
Yeah.
What is the strangest thing you've ever seen whilst gigging?
Me? It was in Holland years and years ago. Some guy was a bit erratic and jumped on the stage, tried to take the microphone off me.
Oh, you whacked him one, didn't you?
Yeah, so I made him bleed.
I just seen him sprawled all over the monitors.
And they was all waiting outside after the festival, and we were there, and I was like, well, and they walked over afterwards and sort of apologised about their friend.
Yeah, they were cool with it.
Shook our hands.
They were all right with it.
And his friend was like, I'm sorry, I just got a bit carried away. I says, well, leave the job to me, yeah? You know what I mean?
Someone actually threw a tampon on stage in Southampton.
Oh, yeah. They weren't used.
As you did?
Yeah.
They weren't used, was it?
I have no idea.
Didn't have time to look, mate.
Didn't look that closely.
Yeah.
Some boobies, pretty good. There's a lot of sort of older people giving it some, and it looks like they're about to have a heart attack. No one's killed over yet.
biggest challenge recreating the sound and style. I think sort of sound wise really is you don't want to mirror them exactly to a T.
Yeah.
So it's nice. We like to put our own spin on things and sort of put our own make it our own if, in a way kind of thing. So in a way it's like putting our own stamp on, but without we're just doing the original track justice, if you know what I mean. So
yeah, it's the beauty of being a tribute band as well, and you being as accomplished as a producer as you are, you can like put your own spin, our own spin
on things. Yeah, that's
on the
it.
tracks, whilst being kind of faithful to the core of the song. And
The core of the song.
still delivering that energy and that proper Prodigy vibe.
That proper vibe. That.
It's sort of a dream gig for a drummer because the mix is very much backing tracks 80%, and then I'm just squeezed in that 20% live drums part. So I can get away with playing lots of different stuff and people don't necessarily hear it, or if they do, like they more feel it than anything like that. Because it's electronic music, I'm limited on obviously the only sounds I've got on this kit. But for, I don't know, Smack My Bitch Up, stuff like that. Like you play that and you know that that's Smack My Bitch Up. It's iconic. And then, can I play Light Up the Sky? What I'm talking about here. So look at this for like a crazy part. Heavy, like this is not a heavy sounding kit, but on a real kit, it blows, man, it's sick.
Do you focus on a particular era of the Prodigy's music, or do you cover their whole back catalogue?
Basically, the whole Prodigy vibe, the whole era, from 1990 when I started, when their first release was in 91, to which we do Charlie, and then we take it right up to the present time, to be fair, innit? Yeah.
Well, they've gone through such a kind of, not a transformation, but an evolution through their sound from when they started to
rave to rock.
What they are now. And we try and encompass all elements of that, really, don't we?
They're the only band I know that could play at Download Festival on the Friday and then play a dance festival, Creamfields, on the Saturday. I mean, you name a band that can play two festivals which are so different apart like that, and that's the Prodigy. And that's, I mean, there's dance music, there's rock music, and there's Prodigy music. That's my opinion.
Keeping a band together for a long period of time is quite an achievement. How have you managed it?
Well, I think we've kept together for as long as we have because we've kind of just paced ourselves in a way. So we've not taken every single gig that's been offered to us and thrown at us and sort of flogged it to death, if you know what I mean. We've kind of like done it at our own pace.
Pick the ones we want, sort of thing, in a way, yeah.
We do it because we love it.
Yeah.
And we don't want to overdo it to the point where we don't.
We don't want to go and do a gig because, we can't be arsed, or done two last weekend or whatever. It's the run up to a gig's a big kick for me, a big buzz. I'm looking forward to it, you know what I mean? It's not like, no disrespect to other bands, but if they want to do it every weekend, they can. But for us, it's like what we do on stage. It's a bit different. You need a lot of energy. You need to prepare for it. So to do it like that, it's a lot of hard work, mentally and physically.
Keeping that energy up.
Yeah.
Gigging. For a long period of time, it takes a lot. A
lot
goes into the performance as well. And if we were to do that every single night, it would
take the shine off it, wouldn't it?
And we wouldn't want to.
take it out of us as well.
We make sure we go into every gig 101% really up for it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it doesn't matter if there's 3 people or 3,000. The energy just remains the same,
and that's it. Yeah.
Yeah, and if you have a few weeks downtime, then you kind of you build up that excitement. It's like
you're hungry for it.
Yeah, you kind of like
Sparky gets to put in different fills and do different tracks. Obviously, recreate different tracks. Like to try and keep things fresh. Like during this tour, we've put in the Horns of Jericho, which is off the first album. Spark has put a different lick to it, and it's fantastic, isn't it?
Yeah, it was nice playing that.
Yeah.
At the 20-year gig, that was that was like nice dropping that for the first time.
Yeah, it's banging, wasn't it?
Yeah.
I think it worked as well, and it keeps us interested in a way, doesn't it? As well, like
There's quite a lot gone into the set that that you've done kind of fresh mixes for that just keeps things really interesting.
Yeah.
Not just for us, but for the fans as well. Like, we have to follow a rough kind of. Obviously, we're playing Prodigy stuff, so the set list is going to be all Prodigy, but we don't have to play the same set list.
Same set all the time.
Well, they can expect something different. From
different, us. Like there's like some like rare track that's not been done for a long time, isn't it?
Yeah.
Come up with them. The Prodigy fans are like, yes.
There's like a huge back catalogue to.
Oh
so,
God, yeah.
We're blessed in that way, really. Sort of sportful choice.
Yeah, but we could do like a 4-hour set.
Yeah.
Well, we could. You can.
I've got there. You might not. So it comes to age.
Yeah.
Everybody sing it out!
What's the biggest buzz to you guys being on stage? Because obviously when you're performing to all those people that are reacting to what you do, that must be quite a special feeling.
Yeah, it is a big buzz when you see everyone, the crowd going mad.
Watching every movement.
Just feeding off the energy that you're putting out and taking back from them the energy.
Yeah, that's it, Charlie. Yeah, you think you're right there.
It's a two-way thing, especially in like concentrated venues as well.
Yeah. Playing
the festivals is great, the big crowds and stuff, but when you get into a small, packed out venue, everyone's just
it's sweaty. It's like a warehouse rave in '91, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's just like the energy is incredible, and they're buzzing off you, and you're buzzing off them. It's like with me, while I'm on stage, I feel unstoppable. I mean, I've had security and tell me, "Don't go out in the crowd because you might get in this." I'm like, "Fuck off, mate. Don't tell me what to fucking do.
Get stuck in.
This is my fucking... this is our show, right? I feel like a gladiator going into the pit, like my favourite film, Gladiator, and they're saying what you said, win the crowd. And I've always put that in the back of my mind. You've got to win the crowd. Once you've won the crowd, you've done the job, ain't you?
Yeah.
I mean,
but then also when you walk out and you can feel that anticipation, step on stage. And it's almost like, that's a great feeling. Just everyone's hyped up, ready to go. And
then you walk on.
You kind of know straight away this is going to be banging, this one.
Yeah.
How did you find the 20th anniversary gig?
Yeah, really good. Yeah, it was the 20-year anniversary gig. That was just another level, really, kind of thing.
Whole build up to it as well.
Yeah.
Get in the acts that we got. So we got Jaguar Skills,
Ratty. Spencer Taft's.
Yeah. It was just a massive celebration, wasn't it?
Yeah. It was just like, for us, it wasn't like a gig. It was like a big, because I said to you, let's have a big fucking party.
Yeah, and it was a homecoming as well, so that's where we sort of started off 20 years ago.
Around the area, wasn't
Yeah,
it? Yeah.
but we did quite a lot in Leamington, down like in the basement of Robin's Well, a lot smaller room, and Kelly's as well, yeah, Kelsey's. What was the top of town? The pub at the top of town.
The White Horse.
We even did something at the White Horse.
Yeah, the White Horse, where I think someone pulled down something and it broke or something, and we had to pay for it ourselves.
Oh yeah, bit of the staircase or something.
Yeah, because it was that chaotic. Yeah.
But yeah, it really, like, our 20-year gig was just felt like a homecoming, and it was almost like a full circle back to where it all started.
But our first gig was in Southam.
It was, yeah.
Which is now, it used to be called the Courtyard then, and it's now a gym where I train called Everest Fitness Centre. And I go in there and I look at it in a different way, but it makes me smile. You know what I mean? Thinking this is where we started. Like,
it's got history.
March 2005. I don't know the exact date. I think it's March 2005. But it was like a bit of a laugh. What wasn't it we'd done it for?
Yeah.
But we went in there seriously. And I think if it weren't for that first gig, because it was rammed, it was chaos, wasn't it? It spiraled us off to do a lot more. Then we do more and more and more. And then it just
You get a taste for it, don't you?
Yeah, and then we got booked to play the world's biggest tribute band festival, Glaston budget.
Yeah.
For me, that was my where I thought we've actually got something here. You know what I mean? To do that in front of on the main stage.
That was the main stage, the first one we played at. Yeah.
It was, wasn't it? And it was just incredible, wasn't it?
Yeah.
The feedback we got from that, and it just spiraled, and that was it, wasn't it?
How do you handle the absence of Keith Flint's iconic presence?
I was a bit, this is going to be a bit, for me, I've watched them since 93, personally. And when I started seeing the Prodigy again after Keith sadly passed away, it was quite emotional for me, like it was everyone. I thought they brought it. The energy they still had on stage, and the lights and the atmosphere of all the fans who were still supporting them. Do you know what I mean? We're still supporting there. Yeah, Keith's passed, but the Prodigy is still there, and the energy they brought, and the crowd, it was just incredible. So I'll take my hat off to the boys themselves. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, Keith left a big hole in the band.
Oh yeah,
undoubtedly.
They had a lot to bring, didn't they? Without Keith, but they did. So, and they're still writing tunes now as well. So it's all good.
Just like the Prodigy had to step up when Keith passed.
Yeah.
For their live performances. The same goes for us. You know, we had to bring it.
Yeah.
Because it leaves a hole. You know.
Yeah, it does. Yeah, it does. And we do a massive tribute for Keith during Firestarter, isn't it, as well? So, and the fans appreciate that, and brilliant.
Have you had any feedback or recognition from the original band members of the Prodigy?
We met them, didn't we, Sparky?
Yeah.
I've met Maxim a couple of times. I remember in Wolverhampton, it was, when was it? 2009, 2010. And there was people shouting him, and I shouted out, "Maxim, it's Jace from Jilted Generation." He turned around and smiled, walked down and come straight up to me and shook my hand. And we had a photo, and I got that in my living room. What did Liam come to see us once?
No.
No.
No. No.
No, did
No. Didn't you guys get put on guest list for a couple of shows?
Yeah, we do
by-
all the time.
by
Yeah,
Prodigy
yeah.
management. That's it's a really nice nod.
Yeah.
Just a bit of affirmation, you know.
2008.
at
Met Liam at the Rainbow Warehouse in Birmingham.
yeah.
Yeah, it was like a small, intimate 800 capacity show before
They released
it was. Yeah, before they went on tour, sort of.
to release Invaders, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Invaders Must Die, yeah.
So
And Liam actually asked, because our ex-drummer's wife said to Liam, Jilted Generation are over there, and apparently Becky said that Liam turned around and says, well, where are they? So I got a phone call, didn't we?
yeah, he said, "Where's me? I hope he's as cool as I am."
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
what-
cool.
Yeah. So yeah, Becky rang me up,
Where's
and
me?
I was outside, and she said, "Oh, Liam's here. He wants to speak to you." And I didn't believe it to start with, but she said, "Yeah, he's here."
Yeah, he was.
So I
And
came in.
Maxim as well, wasn't
Yeah, Maxim was there too. Yeah.
he? He said, you both separated at birth. I mean, Maxim was cool, man. He's a lovely guy. Absolute diamond. He's so friendly and humble. Nice. Well, the whole of them are, aren't they?
Yeah.
Because they're a people band. They're
Yeah.
a proper people band. You know, they come from the old rave scene. Yeah.
So about equipment and that, do you basically keep growing the equipment you have and different equipment and keep upgrading as you go along?
Yeah.
That's his question.
Yeah, equipment wise, it sort of evolves really, and yeah, it's sort of get a new toy, and it
Fiddle about with
gets
it,
addictive. Really, just thinking, well, I want to get a new
What can I get
keyboard.
next?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So I mean, at one point, I swapped everything out. I used to have larger keyboards,
Yeah.
took up more space on stage. It looked.
W30s.
Yeah. It looked more.
What the
impressive.
Prodigy used to use, wasn't it?
Yeah, that's what Liam
Yeah.
used in the earlier days.
Was it
But his setup's evolved over time
Yeah.
as well, so
Yeah, of
it
course
just
it has,
makes
yeah.
sense that we do.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but then it,
And it keeps it
Fine.
fresh as well for you, doesn't it? To play different
yeah,
notes
it does.
and do
But
different stuff.
also got to a point as well where I thought, well, we were getting a few bookings abroad, and it involved flying equipment over, and I thought, well, hang on, I need to sort of make things a bit more portable to get them on a plane. And,
Not W30.
yeah. So
How big they used to be.
yeah,
like, they
that
are.
was yeah.
They're like the Prodigy Liam ripped most of his tunes on a Roland W30, and Sparky acquired one, didn't you?
Yeah, you run off floppy disks. So
Back in the day, I'm talking
yeah.
2005, wasn't it?
yeah,
And it was good.
3.5 inch.
yeah,
Brilliant, absolute brilliant.
that's the one. Yeah,
Wasn't it? It was brilliant.
good, solid,
Yeah.
solid bit of kit.
Yeah.
But it's not very
It's not very portable.
flight worthy.
No, when we
No.
get booked to play
Need a flight room.
places like random places like Malta and like Belgium and stuff, wasn't it? Holland and
Yeah, and yeah, I think it was when we were booked to play over in Germany was the turning point.
Shetland Isles. Yeah, that was a good one, wasn't it?
Yeah, that was a drive. Yeah,
Yeah, we played in the Shetland Isles, and we got booked up there. So we said, this is where we had a van, and we all sat in the van. It's like our band van, which I bought. And we went all the way up to Shetland Isles. I thought, to drive all the way back, let's do a couple of gigs in Scotland, didn't we? Where was it played? It Glasgow and somewhere else?
Oh,
Yeah.
I think it was.
Was it that YMCA?
Yeah,
Oh, brilliant times. Yeah. The other days in that van. Tell you what, we could write a book. We could write a book about our escapades in the van.
Squeezed in the van going to Holland and Belgium. They were interesting times.
Yeah, but they were good though, weren't
The
they?
gigs were ace.
Yeah, we were
The
a little
banter
bit
was top.
younger then, but
was good.
some of the things that we've seen and used to get up to.
yeah.
Oh,
Everyone.
shh.
Yeah, but everyone when you're all in the van together, I don't know, it's
it was.
just a good laugh kind of thing. Some
Look out for each other, don't you?
yeah.
Yeah.
Some memories of the service station stops and
Yeah.
Good
yeah,
times.
yeah. Most memorable gig.
Ainho, private party.
Ainho?
Yeah.
Not
Oh,
Ainho.
right, sorry, mate.
Ainho. It was a mansion, wasn't it? Ainho House.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's owned by
The bloke who owns Fantasia.
Fantasia, yeah. It was a wedding.
Yeah, it wasn't his party, but it was
James
his
Perkins.
house.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was a wedding.
They hide it, didn't
Private
they?
book for it. It was just absolute chaos.
So it's funny. Just
Stilt
big
walkers,
mountains.
fire eaters, all that sort of stuff. Kind of taxidermy everywhere. This incredible mansion.
Dwarfs.
Went down into the basement after hours, and they'd just make whatever cocktail you wanted. Give you bottles of champagne. I woke up naked in bed next to a guy in the marital bed. So I don't know what happened there, but that was a pretty good
Until you went to the toilet next day.
Yeah.
Oh, Charlie boy.
Oh, wow. So my most memorable gig, is it a cop-out to say the Assembly, the 20-year anniversary? No. Kind of, that's the case, man. Having 800 of your friends and family in the biggest venue in the area, can't really beat it, to be honest with you. We've played bigger shows, way more high profile, but when it's home turf, it's personal.
But my favourite gig, most memorable, might have been the Pump Rooms.
Yeah.
Yes. They've not had a band in there since the 1960s, I was told. So for us to hire out that, and it was sold out, was just, for us, was incredible. It's probably that one, or somewhere abroad when we played in like Belgium or Holland or something.
Yeah.
And rocking a foreign crowd.
I'm thinking IB for Rocks, playing the IB for Rocks Hotel.
Yeah.
iconic, isn't it?
Yeah.
That was
Yeah.
amazing.
I'll be for Rocks. Or our first Glaston budget, to be fair. That's when I first thought we've got something here. You know what I mean? When we first played Glaston budget. When was that? 2006, 7? Something like that.
Yeah, around that time. But then I've got another one actually. It is memorable, but it wasn't a good gig, if you know what I mean. But it's memorable just because it was, just different. But it was P&O Ferries crossing over to Rotterdam.
Oh
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
with
that-
Sex Pistols tribute as well.
They playing.
They were on the way there.
They were playing on the way over, and we were playing on the way
We
back.
played on the way back.
Yeah.
And I flew out to Amsterdam and met you all in Amsterdam on the Saturday.
Yeah, that was it, yeah.
And then we played on the way back. But
Yeah, that was it, yeah.
Trying to tap dance my pedals on a ferry that was
It was going
Yeah.
like
going
that.
all over the place.
And I was trying to do what I do, running up and down on stage, and there was like, it weren't a banging gig, but the people in there were a bit like, a bit shocked,
is
weren't they?
happening right
What's
now?
happening here?
Yeah.
This is
What's
this is
going
fucking
on?
mental, like, yeah. This is absolute carnage, and a lot of the people in there were probably stoned, weren't they?
yeah, yeah, we've got bookings coming in already for next year. So
Yeah.
it's
Flying in they are, aren't they?
yeah. So
Big festivals.
we're like booked up for this year really already. So
This year
Yeah.
looking stacked out.
Yeah.
Really excited for
There's-
all the gigs this year.
Yeah.
20-year anniversary. There's a proper buzz about it. Everyone's really excited.
Really up for it.
Come to the shows. We've got some big festivals in the summer.
Possibly 2 or 3 yet to be confirmed, aren't there?
yeah,
For this year, if they go ahead as well on top of the ones we have. But to get bookings coming in for next year just shows you we'll be doing this again next year then for our 21st.
yeah. But yeah, we're sort of obviously on the lookout, waiting to see if any new material comes out. So that'll be something a bit of a change for us. So we may be
exciting.
switching up the set list depending on what happens there. Regardless, we'll sort of keep chopping things in and out and sort of
Keep it fresh.
yeah.
For
So
us and for the fans as well.
Yeah. because I mean,
Prodigy
there's
fans, yeah.
there's people that we play to that see us for the first time, or there's people that come and see us 4 or 5 times in the year or whatever like that. And also for ourselves, we just want to keep it fresh, keep new stuff coming in.
Keep it different.
Yeah. So
Keep doing
Yeah.
what we do. Keep evolving. Keep hitting it hard.
yeah.
Yeah.
Keep having fun.
thank you so much for the first 20 years of the support. For me, it's a dream to sort of come true. Obviously, I always wanted to be the Prodigy since '92. Obviously, that weren't going to happen. But to be the next best thing is something I'm very, very, very proud of. As I'm proud of all my brothers in the band. It's been a dream for me personally, and we're going to keep rocking it until the fat lady says no.
Or sings.
Or sings.
Yeah.
I know whatever it is.
Yeah, and you said you were going to be quick as well, didn't you?
Yeah. That was long. Shut up and get it done.
Yeah, well, I just want to say respect to everyone that comes along, supports us, shows us all the love. Yeah, it means a lot to us, really. It really does mean a lot. So, and it really, hit home at the 20-year gig.
Rammed.
Yeah, the amount of love that was in that room, and just seeing everyone's feedback afterwards. Yeah, big up.
Yeah, to all the Jilted fans out there, much love. Fucking bring it.
Yeah!
Bring on 2020 fucking 5. Can you survive?
I need the fucking war. How was that, Jace?
Yeah, but average.